Hi there, I'm Eloi, CTO of Apollo. Over the years, I've visited more factories than I can count and tested and torn apart countless electric scooter prototypes, from the most affordable rental to the ultra-fast hyper rides. So yeah, I might know a thing or two about these machines. Today, I'm going to share the best high-performance electric scooters of 2025 in my opinion. I'll give you honest takes on each model, and yes, we'll talk about ours too. Stick around for my top pick at the end. First, let's set the stage. When I say high performance, I'm talking about scooters that confidently hit above 40 miles per hour, have serious dual motor setup, robust battery system in the 52 volt or 60 volt range, and weight in the neighborhood of 70 to 110 pounds. These machines are built for thrill seekers and serious commuter alike. Basically, anyone who finds a typical 15 to 20 miles per hour scooter a little underwhelming. Like Uncle Ben said in Spider-Man, great power comes with great responsibility. Braking system matters a lot here. Suspension can be the difference between a smooth ride and a bumpy nightmare. And you also need to think about how you'll service and maintain these beasts. When I dive into a high-performance scooter, I look at power and speed first. Can it really do what it claims, or it's just marketing hype? Then I check out the braking and safety features, because if you're hitting 40 miles an hour or more, you need serious stopping power, not just hopes and prayers. The ride quality comes next. How's the suspension, the frame design, the tires? A fast scooter isn't much fun if it's a shaky, uncomfortable mess. After that, I assess range and battery, because what's the point of all that speed if your ride dies after 10 miles? Another key factor is technology. Does the scooter comes with a smart app for customization, navigation, or security features like remote locking and tracking? Some models are stepping up their game with Apple Find My integration, ride analytic, and step-by-step navigation, while others still rely on old-school toggle switches. And finally, reliability and support. A high-performance scooter should be built to last, but even the best machine needs servicing. If getting parts or repair is a nightmare, it doesn't matter how great the specs are. We're kicking it off with a yet-to-be-released contender from Segway, but one we're sure will quickly make a name for itself, the Segway GT3 Pro, older brother of the single-motor GT3 and a successor to the GT2 lineup. Here's a quick rundown of the specs. The top speed is around 50 miles per hour or 80 kilometers per hour. The range is between 45 to 86 miles or 72 to 138 kilometers. The battery is 72 volt and has a capacity of 2,160 watt-hour, an enormous battery. The weight is around 117 pounds or 53 kilos, and the price is between 3,000 to 3,499 USD. It's important to mention that we're pulling these stats from the EU market and from the first-hand experience inspecting the scooter at CES 2025. The first thing you'll notice is the aggressive design language of the GT3 Pro. I think it resembles the old Apollo Phantom in that sense, posing a muscular, aggressive looks that feels built for performance riders. Here are something that impressed me the most about this scooter. Firstly, there is a build quality. Segway's been around the block. The GT series is robust and built to handle daily abuse. I spoke to the R&D team myself, and it's great to see Segway follow in our footsteps and adopt real-world testing protocol prior to release. The frame feels sturdy, premium, and well-engineered, which is exactly what you want in a high-speed scooter. There's also a ton of new smart features. This is where Segway is stepping up its game. The TFT display with app integration is a solid addition, giving you a step-by-step navigation, ride analytic, and customization options. Plus, Apple Find My comes standard, meaning you've got a built-in tracking system inside the scooter. Having a high-tech control system on a high-performance scooter isn't just a gimmick anymore. It's becoming necessary and a standard. Now that I mentioned what I love about this scooter, I'm gonna mention where it falls short a little bit in my opinion. Firstly, there's a poor lighting. We know firsthand that riders buying scooters like this are taking long-distance trips. When you're on the road for tens of miles at high speed, visibility is crucial. This is why we introduced our signature Apollo Beam Light, and we'd love to see more lighting options from Segway to match the high-performance nature of the GT3 Pro. Also, it's huge even when folded. Take a look at how high the stem folding mechanism sits. While this does improve the structural integrity, it also makes the scooter less compact when folded. If you're planning to transport this in your trunk, double check the dimension before buying. And also, one of the most important points for me is the limited servicing network. Segway sells mostly through distributors, meaning if you buy their scooter through Best Buy or Amazon, your best bet for support might be arguing with the retailer for a return. From what I know, Segway has one major repair center in the US, but for the most part, you'll be expected to handle these repairs on your own. The Segway GT3 Pro earns a total score of 48 out of 60 or 80%. making it one of the strongest contender in the high performance category. It excels in power and speed, which I give a 9 out of 10, thanks to its 72 volt system and 50 miles per hour top speed, putting it near the top for the raw performance. Braking and safety are solid. I give an 8 out of 10 with hydraulic disc brake and a stable chassis. Though some rider feels it could use better stopping power giving its weight. Ride quality is another strong point, which earns an 8 out of 10. Its front and rear suspension offer a smooth experience, especially on city rides. Where it really shines is range and battery tech, which earns a 9 out of 10. However, reliability and support slightly drag it down and earns a 7 out of 10. Technology is a 7 out of 10. It's a strong addition with Apple Find My integration and app control navigation, though it still misses some higher end features like regenerative braking that are becoming standard in other premium scooter models. The Segway GT3 Pro is for riders who want a high performance scooter that prioritizes stability, range, and smart features over raw, thrill-seeking aggression. If you're looking for a powerful yet refined ride with one of the longest range in its class, these scooters make a lot of sense for you. However, if you're after something compact, ultra lightweight, or easy to service, this might not be the best options. Next in line is the ROADRUNNER RS5 MAX, a no-frill, power-focused machine that's been gaining traction among performance riders who want serious acceleration without paying the premium brand price. While ROADRUNNER isn't well known as Segway or Inmotion, the RS5 MAX aims to punch above its weight class, competing with big name by delivering raw torque and aggressive acceleration at a mid-range price point. Here are the specs. The top speed is around 45 miles an hour or 72 kilometers per hour. The range is 37 miles or 60 kilometers. The battery is a 52 volt system with a capacity of 1,664 watt hours. The weight is around 100 pounds or 45 kilos, and the price is between 2,200 to 2,500 depending on the current discount. The RS5 MAX is built for riders who prioritize power over polish. It's not the most refined ride on the market, but it packs a punch, making it one of the best value options in the high performance category. It has a classic China racer stance with an aggressive profile and beefy suspension that make it clear that the scooter is built to go fast first and everything else second. Here are the things that impressed me the most. The punchy acceleration comes first. If off-the-line torque is what excites you, the RS Max 5 does not disappoint. Its dual motor setup delivers immediate, forceful acceleration, launching you forward with minimal delay. Hill climbing is another strong suit. It powers through steep incline without losing much speed. Then we have the hydraulic brakes. At these speeds, good brakes aren't optional. Seeing that the RS5 MAX doesn't have a gradual regenerative braking system like us, hydraulic brakes is essential. The RS5 MAX features a dual hydraulic disc brake system, which provides solid stopping power, especially compared to other budget scooters. It's also a strong value for the price point. At around 2,300 to 2,500, the RS5 MAX offers high-end performance without high-end price tag. The 52 volt battery system, sturdy frame, and fast acceleration make it one of the strongest alternatives to more expensive competitors. If you're looking for power per dollar, this scooters deliver. Where it falls short, in my opinion. Firstly, we have the technology and the smart feature. This is where things start to feel a bit outdated. There's no native app, no ride analytic, no security tracking. If you're looking for advanced smart feature, this isn't the scooter for you. Also, the suspension setup is clearly built for performance, but that comes at a price. If you're riding on smooth pavement, you won't notice it much, but if your daily route involves puddle or uneven terrain, expect a bumpy ride. Some riders on Reddit have mentioned that the stiffness can get uncomfortable on longer trips. And then we have the battery trade-off. While the removable 52 volt battery is convenient, it lags behind the 60 volt or 72 volt competitors in raw power output. The claimed 60-mile range is optimistic, with real-world usage being closer to 35 to 45 miles depending on speed and rider weight. So here's a final score and the takeaway. The ROADRUNNER RS5 MAX earned a total score of 40 or 67%, positioning it as a strong mid-tier performance scooter that focuses on aggressive acceleration and raw power. For power and speed, I give an 8 out of 10. This thing ripped off the line, and for a scooter under $2,500, that's impressive. Then we have the braking and the safety, which I give a 7 out of 10. Hydraulic brakes are a plus, but it lacks the regenerative braking and is a missed opportunity. Then we have the ride quality, which I give a 7 out of 10. The stiff suspension is great for speed, but it can be rough on bad roads. Then we have the range and the battery, which I also give a 7 out of 10. Good for most riders, but a bit underwhelming in this class. Reliability and support is 6 out of 10. ROADRUNNER after-sales support is still developing, so expect some wait time for part and service. Then we have the technology with a generous 5 out of 10. Lack of an app, lack of a security tracking, or advanced ride customization make it feel a little bit outdated. So who is it for? Well, this scooter is for riders who want raw power and acceleration at a budget-friendly price. If your goal is to hit high speed without spending $3,000, this scooter makes a strong case as one of the best value options in this class. However, if you value brand reputation, long-term reliability, and smart feature, you may want to look elsewhere. Next up, the Inmotion RS Lite. It's not exactly a new entrant, but one that cannot be missed. Inmotion always had a performance DNA given their background in electric unicycle. So when they started to shift to e-scooters, we eagerly awaited for the release of their performance model. That was the Inmotion RS. As Inmotion's flagship model, the RS Lite aimed to compete with industry leaders by delivering exceptional power, range, and technological integration. Before diving into the Inmotion RS Lite, let's quickly differentiate it from its high-powered sibling, the RS. The RS Lite is a more accessible version of the RS, designed for riders who want high-performance experience without the extreme top speed or higher price tag. While the RS Lite pushes up to 68 miles with an ultra-powerful 72-volt, 2,880 watt-hour battery, the RS Lite offers a more balanced power-to-weight ratio, making it a better fit for urban riders who still want speed, stability, and premium features, just at a more reasonable level and price. Here are the specs. The top speed is up to 55 miles an hour, 88 kilometers per hour. The range is up to 70 miles or 100 kilometers. The battery is 72-volt, 30 Ah with a capacity of 2,160 watt-hour. The weight is 116 pounds or 53 kilos, and the price is $2,500. Here is what impressed me the most: the well-balanced speed and power. The 42 miles per hour top speed is fast enough for most urban riders, offering a great balance between excitement and control. The dual 1500 watt motor with a 6,000 watt power peak provides strong acceleration, making it one of the most powerful scooters in its weight class. Then we have the premium ride quality and suspension. The RS Midnight Lite keeps the same adjustable hydraulic suspension as its bigger sibling, allowing riders to customize dampening level for a smooth and firm ride. Compared to other scooters at the same price point, this is a massive advantage for ride comfort and handling. The suspension height is also adjustable by moving the spring into other pre-drilled holes. Then we have the advanced lighting and safety features. The integrated front and rear turning signal, the deck lighting, and the bright headlight make the RS Midnight Lite one of the most visible high-performance scooters on the market. If you do a lot of night riding, this is a standout feature for you. Here is where it falls short in my opinion. It's still quite heavy for a light model. At 116 pounds, it's lighter than the full RS Midnight at 128 pounds, but still not easy to carry. If portability is a concern, this might not be the best choice for you. Then there's a brake lever that feels like it could be better. While the hydraulic brakes with 160mm disc provide solid stopping power, some riders report that the brake lever feels soft, meaning that you may need to pull harder than expected for a full stop. Then we have the range, which could be higher for a 72-volt system. 40 miles is decent, but considering it's running a 72-volt battery, some rider might expect more. Now for the score. The Inmotion RS Midnight Lite earned a total score of 47 out of 60, making it a strong performance scooter for urban riders. For the power and the speed, I gave a 9 out of 10. It's fast and fun. For braking and safety, a 7 out of 10. Hydraulic brakes are good, but lever feels it could be improved. With only 2 wires for the sensors, the regen will feel like it's on or off, which is not great. Now for the ride quality, it's a solid 9 out of 10. This is where it really shines. Adjustable suspension make it one of the best in its class. For the range and the battery tech, we give an 8 out of 10. It's solid but not groundbreaking for a 72-volt system. Then we have the reliability and the support with a 7 out of 10. Inmotion build quality is solid but servicing network varies. For the technology, we give a generous 7 out of 10. App connectivity and customization give it an edge over its competitors. So who is it ideal for? This scooter is ideal for riders who want a premium high-end performance scooter without going overboard on speed and weight. It's fast enough to be thrilling but not excessive, making it a great choice for commuter, long-distance riders and anyone who values comfort and safety alongside performance. However, the 40 miles range is good, but not class-leading. And at 116 pounds, it's still a heavy machine. For riders who want a high-performance scooter that feels refined, stable, and smartly designed, the RS Midnight is one of the best balanced options in the market today. Next up is Apollo Phantom 2.0 52-volt version, a scooter built for riders who want real performance without the compromise. If you're looking for something that's fast enough, smooth, built to last, this might be the best high-performance scooter in its class. Let's break it down. Unlike some high-performance scooters that are all about the raw speed, the Phantom 2.0 is about balance, power, control, and confidence at every speed. That's why despite running a 52-volt system instead of a 72-volt, it's still outperforming in the real world. Let's start with some quick numbers. The top speed is up to 40 miles per hour or 65 kilometers per hour. The range is up to 40 miles or 64 kilometers. The battery is 52-volt 27 amp hour or 1400 watt hour. It has a dual motor setup of 1750 watt with a peak power of 3500 watt. The brake is dual disc plus the gradual regenerative braking system in the brake handle and the throttle. The suspension is an adjustable spring suspension that you can upgrade to hydraulic suspension. And lastly, the weight is 102 pounds or 46 kilos. But stats only tells one part of the story. What really makes the Phantom 2.0 special is how it rides. We haven't even talked about the technology, which the Phantom 2.0 is absolutely packed with. Not only is powered by the all-new generation Mac controller for 30% more acceleration than the Apollo Pro, it also got the new Dot 2 display. This means you get NFC, Apple Find My, and our favorite phone as display. Just pop the quad lock sticker on the back of your case, mount your phone, and open the Apollo app. Congratulations, you now have the best display ever made. If you're curious about the Phantom 2.0 and want to learn more, check out our review video here. Alright, let's break it all down. How does the Phantom 2.0 52-volt really stack up? First up, power and speed. We're giving it an 8 out of 10. Now, some of you might be wondering, why does a 52-volt system get an 8 when there's a 72-volt model in this test? The answer is simple. Real-world power matters more than just the voltage. The Phantom 2.0 has a dual 1750 watt motors, meaning you get strong acceleration without the overly aggressive throttle jerk. It's powerful but still controlled and responsive, which makes it fun and usable in everyday riding. Next, there's the braking and the safety. This is where the Phantom dominates, scoring a solid 8 out of 10. With dual disc brake plus regenerative braking, you're getting some of the strongest stopping power in its class. And at high speed, braking confidence is everything. If you ask any of our riders, they'll all say the same thing. Forget about the mechanical brake, I use my regen brake all the time. The discs are also 2.3mm versus the 1.7 for the competition, making them rock solid against any impact or any warping coming from the heat. Now let's talk about the ride quality, and honestly, this is one of my favorite parts of the Phantom, which I give a 9 out of 10. The adjustable spring suspension gives you a smooth, controlled ride, and if you want to take things even further, you can upgrade to an hydraulic suspension for an even better experience. We use standard size suspension, which means you can upgrade it with a ton of options already available on the market. Moving on to range and battery tech with an 8 out of 10. The Phantom 2.0 runs on a 52-volt 27Ah battery, giving you a range of up to 40 miles. The reason it scores high here isn't just the battery size, it's efficiency. Some higher voltage scooters burn through battery life too fast. The Phantom is optimized to give you reliable, usable range without worrying about power drain. The Phantom battery is also filled with a fireproof gel to ensure extra safety in case of thermal event, and it's also UL certified. This next category is one of the biggest reasons why people choose Apollo: reliability and support with a solid 9 out of 10. Unlike some brands where getting a replacement part is an absolute nightmare, Apollo has a full service network, local repair partners, and fast part availability, which means you'll actually get the support you need if something goes wrong. And finally, technology with a score of 8 out of 10. The Phantom 2.0 comes with an app connectivity, smart ride control, regenerative braking, phone as display, the signature Ludo mode, and so much more like the NFC, Apple Find My, and the list goes on. This gives the Phantom a total score of 49. So now that we've broken down each of these high-end performance scooters, let's talk about how they stack up against each other. Starting with power and speed, the Segway GT3 Pro and Inmotion RS Lite take the lead, delivering serious acceleration and high top speeds. Meanwhile, the ROADRUNNER RS5 and the Apollo Phantom 2.0 offer a strong performance with a more balanced power delivery, making making them great options for riders who prioritize control and efficiency alongside speed. Keep in mind that a Phantom 2.0 has a special mode called Ludo, which allows it to go from 0 to 15 miles per hour in 2.3 seconds, which hopefully put this comparison into perspective. For braking and safety, the Apollo Phantom 2.0 stands out with its highly capable regen braking system, giving riders the best stopping power. When it comes to ride quality, Apollo and Inmotion leads the way. Both offer adjustable suspension, making them the smoothest ride out of the group. Then we have the range and the battery. Segway GT3 Pro scores the highest with an impressive 72-volt, 2160 watt-hour battery, followed closely by the RS Midnight. Then there's the reliability and the support, where Apollo takes the top spot. With one of the best servicing networks in North America, you'll actually be able to get the help if something goes wrong. Finally, we look at technology. Most of these scooters offer app integration, GPS tracking, or customization features, except for the ROADRUNNER RS5 Midnight. While it's a great budget option, it lacks the smart connectivity that's becoming standard in this class. So after all that, here's a final tally. Apollo Phantom 2.0 52-volt come out on top with a total score of 49, followed closely by the Segway GT3 Pro at 48, then the RS Midnight Lite at 47, and finally the ROADRUNNER RS5 MAX at 40. But remember, the best scooter isn't just about the highest score, it's about what is the one that fits your riding style. So which one will you choose? Let us know down in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.